Atheism is a way of humility. It's to think oneself to be an animal, as we are actually, and to allow oneself to become human. No matter how slow you go, you are still lapping everybody on the couch. Imagining that you are deep and complex, but others are simple, is one of the primary signs of malignant selfishness. In the high country of the mind, one has to become adjusted to the thinner air of uncertainty. Be the light you seek so desperately in your life and chase away that darkness. Desire is half of life, indifference is half of death. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. The greatest day in your life and mine is when we take total responsibility for our attitudes. That's the day we truly grow up. Fear not the path of truth for the lack of people walking on it. It takes sunshine and rain to make a rainbow. There would be no rainbows without sunshine and rain. Nobody is exempt from the trials of life, but everyone can always find something positive in everything, even in the worst of times. Most things break, including hearts. The lessons of life amount not to wisdom, but to scar tissue and callus. Some use drugs to silence the pain. Others use them to feel the pain they silenced. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. Never let hard lessons harden your heart. The hard lessons of life are meant to make you better, not bitter. Martha, truth or illusion? George, you don't know the difference. George, no, but we must carry on as though we did. Martha, amen. A hero is not known by the number of battles he has won, but rather by the kind of battles he chooses to fight. We hold the future still timidly, but perceive it for the first time as a function of our own action. You can't save anyone who wouldn't save themselves without you. It's the hardest lesson to learn in life, take it from me. Grateful people are happy people. The more things you are grateful for, the happier you will be. It's easy to talk big, but the important thing is whether or not you clean up the shit. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. You're where you are right now because of the actions you've taken, or maybe the inaction you've taken. A thing can be true and still be desperate folly. Hazel. Liberty without learning is always in peril, and learning without liberty is always in vain. For those who know the value of an exquisite taste of solitary freedom, the act of leaving is the bravest and most beautiful of all. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. The nail that sticks out farthest gets hammered the hardest. True siblings are bound together by far more essential things than blood, while more times than many blood isn't thicker than water. Life will just not wait for us to live it. We are in it, now, and now is the time to live. Trustful people are the pure at heart, as they are moved by the zeal of their own trustworthiness. Men don't need linguistic talent, they just need courage and words. You are exactly where you need to be. Do something if you want something. Otherwise, it will be your whole life. I woke up incredibly grateful today. I'm allowing myself to bask in this feeling. Through synergy of intellect, artistry, and grace came into existence the blessing of a dancer. What would come, and you would have to meet it when it did. You know you made it when your friends tell their friends that you're their friend. Look at the sky tonight. All the stars have a reason. Anyone who does anything creative is always going to want to change. Still, anyone who trusts a serpent deserves its bite. The wise see a creature for what it is, not what it says it may be. The unhappiest people in this world are those who care the most about what other people think. The most dangerous irony is, people are angry with others because of their own incompetence. Defeat is not the worst of failures. Not to have tried is the true failure. The quest for meaning is the key to mental health and human flourishing. It does not matter how slowly you go so long as you do not stop. I believe there is another world waiting for us, a better world, and I'll be waiting for you there. We seek the fire of the spark that is already within us. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. The rainbow is the pot of gold to those who observe. Beyond the fiction of reality, there is the reality of the fiction. Do not lose yourself in the crowd. You are the only one you've got. Take care of your soul. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The cause of most of man's unhappiness is sacrificing what he wants most for what he wants now. Life is like yoga. The only way you can enjoy it is by relaxing into any position you happen to find yourself in. Behind every beautiful thing, there's some kind of pain. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. There are 3 sides to every story: yours, theirs, and the truth somewhere in the middle. Magic always happens when you direct your inner powers to the object you want to change. Be not angry that you cannot make others as you wish them to be, since you cannot make yourself as you wish to be. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. It takes time to build a career and become industry savvy, Sim Jezaheo. This is your life, and it's ending 1 moment at a time. But merely being tradition does not make something worthy, Kadash. We can't just assume that because something is old it is right. If you want to turn your life around, start enjoying the little things in life with a big, big smile. If you do the same as me or my generation, you will get the same results. Bebold. Go against the grain. Men will not accept truth at the hands of their enemies, and truth is seldom offered to them by their friends. If you're making mistakes, it means you're out there doing something. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. In my opinion, our healthcare system has failed when a doctor fails to treat an illness that is treatable. The bottom line is, insults only hurt when they come from someone I respect. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive. The mind once enlightened cannot again become dark. Remember that a wish held fervently turns into belief, and a belief held diligently becomes reality. We have been moving along at such a fast pace that we no longer know what we are doing. Now we have to wait until our soul catches up with us. You make the world a better place by making daily improvements to become the best version of yourself. I was halfway across America at the dividing line between the east of my youth and the west of my future. To have great pain is to have certainty. To hear that another person has pain is to have doubt. After all, if you do not resist the apparently inevitable, you will never know how inevitable the inevitable was. When I tell the truth, it is not for the sake of convincing those who do not know it, but for the sake of defending those that do. The moment you make someone promise anything is the same moment you ask them to lie to you. It's not always that we need to do more, but rather that we need to focus on less. The tricky part about discovering our giftedness is that it may be in an area that feels unexpected. The goal is to reduce the time of suffering, not eliminate it. A stone is heavy and the sand is weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than them both. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like? War is not just the shower of bullets and bombs from both sides, it is also the shower of blood and bones on both sides. Because even though the truth can set you free, that doesn't mean it won't be painful. For my part, one know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars makes me want to dream. The calling of an author is more than just to entertain, but also to share one's experiences with the world. You are in danger of living a life so comfortable and soft that you will die without ever realizing your true potential. For the first time in a long time, I want more than I have. Being able to write becomes a kind of shield, a way of hiding, a way of instantly transforming pain into honey. You choose how you feel, you choose what you do, you choose who you are. It is an acceptance of being uncomfortable that drives change. The way to make your dreams come true is to start believing in them. You can't always judge people by the things they've done. You got to judge them by what they are doing now. Some people look for a beautiful place. Others make a place beautiful. Owning land is like owning the ocean or the air. No one owns land. Be sure what you want and be sure about yourself.